All right, welcome to today's Explainer. We're really painting a bigger picture today, one that just beautifully blends the absolute precision of writing code with the genuine warmth of community building. So let's dive right in. Today, we're getting to know Fredrick Ughimi. Now, you might know him as the founder and the driving force behind PyLadies Revers, but to truly understand his massive impact on that community, we first have to understand him as a builder and as an engineer.
And honestly, there is no better way to anchor Fredrick's whole ethos than with this incredible quote pulled right off his company's website. It says, "We don't build for the world despite being in Nigeria. We build for the world because we are in Nigeria." I mean, wow. That just brilliantly illustrates exactly who Fredrick is. He's this deeply proud, locally grounded innovator. He looks at his environment and its unique challenges, and instead of seeing limitations, he sees the exact reason to step up and build world-class, globally trusted systems.
And backing up that ambitious mindset, well, it's a massive depth of experience. I mean, think about this for a second. The year 2001. Fredrick has actually been programming professionally since February of 2001. That gives him well over 2 decades of deep, hands-on engineering experience. We're talking about someone who didn't just jump on a recent tech trend, right? He has literally been in the trenches, writing code, adapting to huge industry shifts, and solving really hard problems for a very, very long time.
Which brings us to Section 1, Real Solutions Built Locally. So to see how all this history translates into his work today, we just have to look at Meganet Software, where Fredrick is the founder and president. See, he isn't just writing theoretical code. He's tackling really complex problems for African realities. Just look at the real-world impact here. You've got Hospital Pro, managing patient care with an offline-first approach, which is absolutely vital if you're in a region with spotty internet connectivity. Then there's Pharmacy Pro, actively stopping the hidden costs of expired drugs and inventory loss. Meganet EHR Cloud is tackling healthcare data fragmentation with strict HIPAA-aligned cloud security. And then Revenue Guard, it actually uses AI to detect and stop revenue leakage in private hospitals. Now, we're definitely not trying to do a corporate pitch here, but looking at these systems completely establishes his credibility as a builder. He's building the literal infrastructure that businesses and hospitals run on every single day.
And as you'd expect, all this real-world capability is backed by a super solid academic and technical foundation. Fredrick holds a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science from the University of Benin. But he definitely didn't stop at a traditional degree. He went on to get certified in data science, machine learning, and cloud computing. It's this exact combination of traditional computer science and those cutting-edge certifications that allows him to build these enterprise-grade production-ready systems. It really culminates perfectly in Meganet's tagline, "Built in Nigeria, trusted globally."
Moving right along to Section 2, From Scripts to Systems. So how does an engineer with this much production experience actually view the process of learning to code? Well, Fredrick has this fantastic engineering philosophy that he draws directly from his own writings about what typical Python tutorials totally fail to teach new developers. Because there is a massive gap here. On the theoretical side, tutorials teach script-style code, simple logic, maybe some global dependencies. And sure, that's great for learning syntax, but in production systems, suddenly you have to worry about scalable architecture, strict environment management, handling concurrency, the whole shebang. Fredrick points out that a simple script that works flawlessly for, say, 10 users on a laptop can completely collapse under the weight of real-world's growth. He firmly believes that getting your code to just work isn't the finish line. It's really just the starting point.
All right, Section 3, Building PyLadies Rivers.
Now, this exact builder's mindset is what makes his community work so incredibly impactful. Fredrick's decades of engineering and his absolute passion for scalable solutions, they just naturally translate into his role as a grassroots tech leader. PyLadies Rivers is an official PyLadies global chapter, and it's actively supported by Meganet Software. Their mission is so vital right now, empowering women and non-binary people in Python programming and open source development. The cool thing is, Fredrick didn't just build a successful company and call it a day. He took everything he knows about production-grade software and made it directly accessible to his local community.
So what does this mentorship actually look like in practice? Well, because he is such a hands-on engineer, his students don't just sit there getting textbook theory. They follow a really deliberate path. First, they move beyond those theoretical tutorials, straight into building practical, production-ready projects. And that ultimately empowers them to launch robust careers and even their own companies. He's literally bringing his real-world enterprise-level experience right into the classroom. It makes the training inherently practical, which ensures the members build the actual confidence they need to create their own solutions, rather than just, memorizing syntax from a screen.
And that brings us to Section 4, Everyone Belongs in Tech. This really leads us to the heart of this entire explainer, because beneath the complex AI algorithms, the cloud infrastructure, and the decades of enterprise coding, there is a very warm, deeply inclusive core to Fredrick's mission. He says, no computer science background is needed to succeed in tech, just the right support and a community that believes in you. I absolutely love this. It's just such a deeply humble and encouraging belief. Think about it for a second. A man with a formal computer science degree and multiple advanced certifications is explicitly telling his community that the only real prerequisite to success is its supportive environment. That warmth, that is the true driving force behind his mentorship.
And that right there brilliantly illustrates why his work matters so much. So I want to leave you with this final thought to chew on. If a builder in Nigeria can turn local challenges into globally trusted systems, what could you build with the right community behind you? The tools are out there, mentors like Fredrick are out there, and the opportunities are truly limitless. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer today, and I really encourage you to explore your own potential in tech. Keep learning, keep building, and I'll see you in the next one.